stretch because I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it hard.
I'll play the beginning a little bit.
Play the beginning. Play the beginning. Oh my god, bro! This shit got me. Bro, this shit is
Baby making
fantastic.
music. That's a good review. That's a good
Oh
review.
my god, bro!
Hey, that was worth it.
Yeah, right?
Just for this?
Yeah,
That was
you
worth
got
it.
a little show, right? Okay, I guess we're fucking rolling, man.
We rolling?
I think
This
so.
is fun. This is
Let's
exciting.
go.
I have no idea what we're gonna talk about.
Well, neither do I. And that's what's so exciting about
That's
this.
why it's exciting.
Yeah.
We have no
Uh,
idea.
First of all, you came here, came inside, my little studio, my home, and you came in hot, bro. You're
Yeah.
like, some people got shot. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Like, you just came in straight up with that, like, coming in hot with that information,
Yeah.
and then you came in and you're like, oh, it's just people getting shot out here, and I got a little bit excited. So tell me about that you just heard someone got fucking shot.
So somebody got shot in a tunnel somewhere nearby. As I was
In
coming
Stockholm.
here in Stockholm. So it's like I mean, it's not exciting.
I love the fact that you just
there was,
bro,
there was a
fucking
lot of
fun.
traffic. There were a lot of cops, people honking. There was like an energy in the air, and I didn't know why that was. And then I saw that on the news that somebody got shot. But
As on your way here,
on
you
my
just,
way here,
oh,
because I was
shit,
wondering
bro.
why the fuck are there so many cars?
Yeah.
What's going on? Is this Stockholm?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it feels damn, man. Especially Stockholm, it's so unusual though. That's why I feel like it feels a bit exciting, you know.
Is it like Brazil now?
Yeah, it feels kind of like home a little
feels
bit,
like
you
home.
know. So I get a little bit pumped, you know, like you came
Cozy.
over like fuck, man. It feels, I got excited for a bit, when I write shit down. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, for
You know.
sure, for sure. No, that's the vibe.
But yeah, man. So just straight out, like the reason why you're here, because I appreciate you as a person, as a creative, and I just wanted be able to show that side of yours, like just be able to talk to you. I feel like there's a lot of things about you that I know, and there are a lot of things that I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just like looking forward to kind of like for us to dive into that, How do you feel about that? Does it feel like
I'm excited.
You're excited?
The feeling is mutual.
yeah?
I'm
Do
also
you feel like
excited.
that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you some questions too.
Yeah. Cool. I'll take them. No, first of all, it's like just with the creative thing that you have going on, because you make music,
Yeah.
right? So basically, what would you call yourself, like a musician or a creator? What tag would you put? Or you don't put any tag at all?
I think the type of art that I practice, that I do myself, that's music. So I guess I would have to call myself a musician in that sense.
Okay.
But I love all kinds of anything that is creative. So I love people who talk about photography or are passionate about drawing, people who are passionate about design. Like I love all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the one that I'm doing is music personally.
So would you classify yourself like as a musician?
I think
right?
so. I think so.
Yeah.
I'm married to music.
Yeah. Damn, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm willing to
I'm
cheat,
married
though.
to music. Wow.
Yeah.
Just straight up, like, just throwing some poetry right at the table, man.
It's a
No.
marriage, happy marriage.
Yeah. No, but I know what you mean, and I kind of somehow understand how you feel, because for me it's the same.
Yeah.
I just associate with those people because we have something in common.
Yeah.
That hunger for art.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Like when you...
Yeah, for sure. There's like if I'm talking to somebody who's into painting, for instance.
Yeah.
I feel like I can have the same conversation that I would with somebody who's a musician. Like it's not so much about what you do, it's more about your mindset.
Yeah.
Usually we have sort of the same mindset, or we're trying to do the same thing, maybe connecting to other people with our art or whatever the reason may be. But I feel like I can connect with these people
Because of the... Yeah, no, I totally feel you, man.
because
yeah.
of the art.
And you have you have also your podcast, right?
I
The
do.
43
The
podcast,
43
right?
podcast.
Yeah, which you have it with your friend,
My friend Richard.
Richard. Yeah.
Yeah. We also have a band called 43 Tigers.
And he's in it as well.
He's in it.
Oh shit! So you have
So
that.
we're like trying to make a podcast, trying to
Wow.
make music, trying to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. And you know, fuck, something just came in. It was hard.
Dinner.
Yeah. Now for me, it's also like the fact that I have these glasses on. I'm seeing you so well. I've never seen you that well before. I'm
Okay,
seeing
hey,
right into your eyes.
I hope it's not a disappointment.
No, no, it's not. It's great. It's a good thing.
I
It's a
hope
good thing.
good thing.
It's just because I've never seen anyone, because I don't usually wear glasses. You never saw me with
Bro, I
glasses.
need glasses too.
You
No,
do?
I know I haven't seen you with glasses. First
Yeah.
time.
Now I feel it feels more confident. I was like, I feel I was seeing so much of you.
You were seeing me in HD.
You know, yeah, I'll take you HD now. I'll stick to HD.
Great.
So you have both. You have both the podcast and the music with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how
I
is
do.
it like having him like everywhere in your life? You know, like
You know, we used to work together too.
oh my god,
We
bro.
were colleagues.
Oh
So
my
we were
god.
working together. We were playing music together, and we had a podcast together. And we went on
Holy
vacation together once.
What?
Yeah, so people were asking like, "Are you guys ever by yourselves?" And like, I don't know. We went to high school together too. So we've known each
Wow,
other.
bro. That's some weird shit. That's like I
Yeah.
think you guys are crossing
Wait,
the line.
how,
Right
how,
there.
how long have we known each other? Like 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's strange. It's like it's just a part of my life.
Yeah. Holy shit,
Richard,
bro.
like he's just yeah.
Wow.
This is my hand. That's Richard. You know, it's just part of my life.
Yeah, you guys really know each Jesus, man.
Yeah.
And is there any other like some sort of like other things that you guys share as well apart from like everything, you know, like because you guys have the podcast and then you
Yeah.
have the music. And what is it about this guy that you just like, for example, for you, that you just like, I want to hang out with this motherfucker like as much as I want to, and as much as I can.
Yeah, I don't know. We usually like talk shit about each other, so
Oh,
now I
okay.
have to compliment him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna like this. I don't know. It's just a connection. We met in high school. We started playing music in music class together.
Yeah.
We got to know each other. I thought he was funny,
Okay.
so I think our sense of humor is kind of aligned.
Yeah.
We like to joke all the time with each other. So I think the humor is also
A big
this-
part how
a
you
big-
guys
a big
connect.
part
Yeah.
of it. And then I don't know, man. You just click with certain people.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have somebody that you click with.
I do, but like, you know, I love motherfuckers, but like, I also don't fucking like having them all the time. I love my friends. I love
Yeah.
everyone, you know, but at the same time, like, as people don't know, I'm just doing this, me and you, it's just one-on-one, you know,
yeah.
because I feel like, especially for me,
Yeah.
I need my space.
Oh yeah. Same.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And even with the people that I'm so inspired to, and then there's a couple on the list I'm not gonna name
Yeah.
because I know it's gonna be between like my friends. They'll be like, "Whoa, we say my fucking name." So I'm
Yeah,
just gonna say
yeah.
names. They know who they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, sometimes like, and this be my journey now. I just been just taking my time to just like see who I am.
Mm.
You know, not really, because sometimes I would hang with my friends just because of the comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's your case, my case, yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
And just that comfort that has been such a huge part
Mm.
of my life, you know, being comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
I need my space too. Like as much as we hang out, Richard and I, we also give each other like a lot of space.
Mm.
So and I need that too. Like when I'm making music, I'm just by myself
Yeah.
in my room.
So
Hours straight.
how's that process for you? For example, you just like, do you force yourself into going alone, or do you just kind of like, or you just, because for me it's like when I write, you know, I disconnect from everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes I force myself to disconnect from everything to be able to tap into
Yeah.
that side of mine, you know, the creative side of mine, you know.
Yeah. It's the same for me. It's very much as what you call it, individual thing. Like if I'm gonna make music, I usually just sit by myself in my apartment with my computer, with my guitar, and I just fool around with the instruments. I try different shit, and I just get super lost in it. Like
Wow.
like I'm worried sometimes. Like sometimes I'll be scared to start, because then I won't be able to stop.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, because you enter that you
Almost getting
that
like
flow.
in trance. Yeah, in flow. Yeah.
Trance. Like
Yeah.
I just the hours just go by and I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I forget that I'm hungry. I forget that I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Just totally consumed by it.
Wow.
And I've always just me and my headphones, so very much in a bubble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I feel, man, and get into the mindset. But at the same time, it's like for me, and I don't know if you share it. For me, it's like once I get into that, it's very much like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get into the mindset, and I think we get into inspiration. It's kind of like it's something that you learn or that you have to somehow like master and kind of every day approach in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to get there or to be able to just sit down, just to sit down
Yeah.
and fucking do something.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just it's a bit difficult for me sometimes. You know, like because it's just finding that like that the mind. You know, that
Yeah.
sometimes it's somewhere there lost. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think having balance is a good thing. Like sometimes if I'm just sitting and
Wow.
doing music forever, I'm just gonna get sick of it after a while. I'm gonna think I suck or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's good to take that break, watch an episode of Seinfeld or something,
Yeah.
or,
Oh,
or
wow.
go hang out with a friend. Like, get out of there and come back with some energy. Because if you just need that break, I think.
No, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree with you 100%. And what was that break look like for you? Just like watching Seinfeld, or
Could literally be that. I'm a runner too. I like to run.
okay,
So I'll go out for a run. Once I feel like it's too foggy, I'm getting like, this is too much. I need a break. I'll just put my shoes on and go out for a run, or call somebody, or just anything. Cook something.
But is it, for example, when you call somebody, is it someone that is anyone? Is someone like, oh man, I'm just in that kind of mind? Is he
That special person?
What's his name?
Or,
What's his name again? Robert?
Richard.
Richard?
Yeah.
You call him too?
I don't call.
Oh,
We talk
just
too
thank
much.
God.
I need to talk to somebody.
Nothing
else.
against you, Richard, but what the fuck, dog?
Only in emergency.
Yeah.
No, I'll call anybody. I have some close friends that I talk to, or I'll call my mother or my dad. Just like to talk about random shit.
Yeah. So you close with your family?
I'm pretty close to them.
Guys, I'm asking because family is always tricky.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Everybody has their own
bro
relationship.
Jesus Christ. You know, like everyone has that shit. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, I'm pretty lucky in that department.
Yeah.
My whole family is here in Stockholm, Sweden, so I see them quite often.
Yeah.
I'm from Montenegro.
Montenegro. Let's get into that a little bit as well.
We have that sort of family first mentality. So
yeah.
whether I like it or not, they're gonna be there.
yeah. But first of all, you're from Montenegro, which is like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are gonna say this, have no idea what the fuck is that.
Yeah,
if that's even like a thing.
People always say,
so
like,
let's just
when I tell them like my parents are from Montenegro, I have a background. They're always like, I don't want to offend you, but where is that?
Yeah.
And I don't get offended. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But it is a small little country,
right?
Southern Europe.
Let me guess. Can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Because I think I know.
Okay.
I feel shit if I don't know, but it's whatever. I know you're not gonna take it personal, so I'm gonna say.
Go for it.
I think it's somewhere. It's by the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're close.
We're close. Okay. And it's a country that has like a lot of people. Not a lot, but like, a good amount for its size, right?
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, you don't know?
I don't know.
Neither do I. I'm just guessing.
I was trying to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing too, so it's cool. We good. And Montenegro, you guys speak a language that's similar to Serbia.
Yeah.
Serbia?
Yeah.
Is that a language?
Yeah.
No, it's a country, but they speak.
Yeah.
And it's close to Serbia as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I know where it is because I somehow think I look in the map or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. You know exactly.
Let's go.
You get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's neighboring. It's close to Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, that kind of area.
Yeah. And then you speak the language.
Huh?
You speak the language.
I'm rusty.
You're rusty.
I'm rusty.
No, but can you hit? You can hit a couple notes with it.
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can. I
Say
wanna-
something cool. Like say something like that we don't know.
that you don't know.
Some anything, and then we put subtitles on the bottom afterwards. I have to call you
Oh
and say
man,
what
what
the
am I
fuck is.
gonna
And don't tell
say?
me. Only tell me afterwards.
Uh,
Tell something about a female. I don't know, not a female, but whatever you want, bro. Last time that you no, I don't want to know. Say
Okay,
something you
okay.
feel like. First thing pop
Uh,
in your head right now. 1, 2, 3.
Seek Amnin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't know
Yeah.
what that is, but it felt powerful.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Now you have to
Seek
look
him.
it up. You have
Yeah,
to look it up.
yeah.
Could be anything. Could
It
be
could be
some.
anything.
Could be an insult. It could be a compliment.
Yeah. I'm
Could be
looking
the
forward
name of
to
an animal.
Yeah. I'm
Who
looking
knows?
forward to know what that is.
Yeah.
But so you didn't grow up in Montenegro, right?
No. I grew up here in Stockholm.
So you're born here.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That
But-
took you some time. What was that?
Huh?
You just
Yeah, but the thing is, that the Montenegro culture and that side is very like a big part of me. So I still I
the culture and everything.
yeah. So I
Oh,
I
wow,
feel so
okay.
connected to it that I feel like I am from there. That I was born
Wow.
there almost. You know.
That's so cool. What is it
Yeah.
that specifically that you connect to it? Like,
I don't know the crazy people
Ah.
that live there, the
Yeah.
sense of humor. The Balkan are kind of famous for their humor, and just the culture, the way people talk there, and the way they behave,
Yeah.
the way they chill out with their espresso
Yeah.
for 8 hours straight at a cafe, just sitting there and talking
Wow.
and chilling. Like that way of life, I feel like is very present.
Yeah.
In me.
Yeah. But I know you a little bit. I know you're hard. And I'm saying that they're not hard workers, but I know you fucking don't stop.
Yeah.
So that's more like Stockholm-ish, that side of yours. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The working part.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah. Montenegro people are known for being lazy. By
Are
the
they?
way. Yeah, they are.
Huge statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the interesting part, man. And like when people see someone who actually enjoys life, because I don't see it being lazy at
Yeah.
all. Someone who likes Brazil is very much as well, especially my family who is also from the farm,
Yeah,
who's from the rural area. We just sit down and talk
yeah,
over a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and there's such a bad connotation that why is that bad?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah,
You know, look outside. This is crazy. The people like people can't see that, but that's just like people come from their works.
yeah,
And they're probably pissed because someone got shot. But anyway, let's not get into that again. But like, you know, for me, it's just like enjoying life sometimes. People see us as people being lazy, you know?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. There's this hustle culture,
Yeah.
and I think it's more present here in a country like Sweden or Western countries in general. Whereas in Southern Europe or Brazil, there's more that sort of I don't know what you would call it. That sort of
Fiesta vibe.
Fiesta vibe. That
Yeah.
that warmth. Not always stressing. I mean, people work there of course
Yeah.
also.
Absolutely.
Just
yeah.
like anywhere in the world, but
Yeah.
here it's so much more focusing on like achieving so much and
Yeah.
performing a lot.
Yeah. So true, bro.
Yeah.
And I have a theory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because especially here in Stockholm, which is a country where I feel personally it doesn't stop, right? If it's a country that it doesn't stop, you see everyone moving,
Yeah.
all right? There's this like a theory that like it's like if you see someone running, you're gonna start running as well. Because if probably it's a tiger or something like that, you know. So you feel like an outsider if you're not really like following the flock.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know
So
what
I
you
feel it's just this that we sometimes like, oh shit, like a comparison. Instagram, for example, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's all about either competition or comparison,
Yeah.
you know? And all of that I feel is like somehow connected to money. You know, it's that money that make you run. It's money that make you be like not at ease.
Yeah.
Because how can you be at ease when you have to pay for your rent? How
Yeah.
can you be at ease when your car costs you every fucking month something?
Yeah.
So you can't be at ease,
Yeah.
you know? Like whereas in those countries, like you literally, and other thing as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like especially Montenegro that you've been telling me about is like in Brazil it's the same.
Yeah.
We much more connect with family though,
Mm.
because we somehow like we have the time to connect. How can you connect to your family? You know, you're constantly like running, and in that kind of running
Yeah.
statement of in a running state of mind, like.
I know what you mean, and it's
Yeah.
not just family. It's like your neighbors or just community.
Mm,
It's like this sort of taking care of each other in a way.
yeah.
Okay, you're not best friends with everybody, of course, but there is that sort of common understanding
Yeah.
that
The
you help each.
respect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I feel like it's much more focused on individualism.
Mm,
It's you first.
yeah.
So you take care of yourself. Like here, people kind of like neighbors here won't talk to each other, for instance.
That's just like
You probably
literally-
noticed that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not me though, because I say hi to everyone.
Yeah, you do. But you
Yeah.
see others are like kind of looking down on the ground.
Yeah.
And like there's this I don't know what that is, if it's some sort of a shyness or
Mm,
trying to be polite somehow by not disturbing
Yeah.
you, but it comes across as I guess maybe it comes across as rude. Like the first time you came here, what was your experience when you
in Stockholm.
when you started noticing that?
I'm a wild motherfucker, like
Yeah.
I like, even if people be like, oh, I need my space, I'm like, no, let's party.
Yeah, I know.
No space, dog.
Yeah.
Fucking hugging them, giving them like
Yeah.
fucking
You're
hard
not letting
hugs.
them get away.
No, I don't. No, I definitely, jokes aside, I definitely felt that. But like for me, it's like I don't know. It's just something that I think about it,
Yeah. Mm.
But it did affect me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I've changed so much since I came to
Better or
Stockholm.
worse?
That's subjective. Like for me, I think it was no good. I was very like individual. Very much like I stopped to being like the goofy guy that I was at some point. Because in Brazil I was goofing around. Like I was like literally 24/7 fucking around.
A goofball.
Yeah, a goofball. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a great word. Never before. Goofball.
Yeah.
But like here, I feel like there's this sort of like, But at the same time, I don't look at that anymore because like I don't want that to be also like a barrier for me to stop being myself, So, and that's other thing as well that I've been going through here in Stockholm. That's just like, is that choice to be like, oh my God, this guy's too much,
Yeah.
Is their mind telling them that
Yeah.
I'm just being myself?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I feel like, for example, going back to art and going back to why I connect with you, for example.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, and with many other people that I have in my life, I can be myself, like.
There's something about that. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have this meetup where we met.
Yes, we were talking about that too.
Yeah. Not to like plug my.
Yeah, but we should.
But on this
You
topic, like
Yeah.
I have a meetup called Creatives Getting Coffee. That's where you and I met.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the idea is just to get creative people together for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And I met.
Incredible concept as well.
Yeah, thank you. I've met so many people that I've just almost instantly connected with. I have people at work. I have a corporate job.
Yeah.
Who I've known for years.
Yeah.
But
Your colleagues.
Not my direct colleagues, but just like random people at the
Yeah.
office. I've seen them for years, but I don't have any connection to them still.
It's so crazy, right?
And then I meet one person, like you, for instance.
Yeah.
Creatives Getting Coffee, and then boom, we're sitting here doing a podcast.
Yeah.
I watch you do stand up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Exactly. Yeah.
and it's got to be that. I don't know if it's that mentality that. If it's just because we're both into art and we're tuned into the same way of thinking, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just easier.
Yeah. And also, I feel there's also like when you go to work, the
Mm.
word itself, it says what it is, right?
Yeah,
You're going to work,
true. There's that.
So it's like that like I start to think that lately, like everything that we say and everything that we think, he already puts like a label on things, and that label somehow defines what the thing is going to be or how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think I called you to do this podcast, and I was like, and then we talk a little bit, and I told you, oh, bro, I just been like, coming up to people and say hello.
Yeah.
By the way, that means hello in Swedish, so
Yeah,
let's
there
go.
You go.
Yeah.
It's in Swedish.
And, just been saying to them, hello, and han bra dog, and people get like, have a good day. I'm being popular in Swedish now,
Look at you.
And people just been smiling at me.
It's good.
And they one of those things like will make someone's day.
It doesn't. It doesn't take much to make.
It doesn't
somebody's
take
day.
much, bro.
It just takes something like that. a Brazilian guy saying good luck.
Right. Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Have a
yeah,
good day. And
yeah.
like sometimes sit down with people in the metro and I have conversation.
That's nice.
Yeah, which is like,
That's also that doesn't happen anymore,
I know.
especially here.
Yeah, exactly. And then people be like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for talking to me." Oh, like, and people are just willing to be heard.
Yeah.
And that's where we sometimes we forgot that we just like we're so far away from each other that we think like, I guess those people want to be far away as well because
Yeah.
they're far away from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
there's that.
yeah,
But it's actually the opposite most of the time.
opposite most of the
Most
time.
of the time.
Yeah, yeah. Because for example, look at you. You're a person that would say like, we could go for hours,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But in the metro, do you talk to people?
I don't.
But someone come talk to you, would you talk to them?
I would.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I know you would because we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
If I would, I definitely, if I would come up to you in the metro and then we didn't know each other and we
Yeah.
talk to you 100%, I know you a little bit, I know
Yeah.
you would talk to
Man,
to me, you know?
man, I feel like this happened more back in the day when I was a kid. They used to have newspapers in the subway. You could pick up a newspaper and then
Yeah.
you could sit and read it like it was
Oh, wow.
free.
That's cool.
And
Here
that
in
was
Stockholm?
yeah, and that was before cell phones were a thing.
Oh, okay.
And then I remember, maybe it's just my memory being wrong, but I want to remember that people talk to each other more.
Back then when you
Yeah.
had the, because you
But
had,
you had
oh,
a
wow.
newspaper, like somebody
Yeah.
sits with a newspaper and they're like, hey, did you see this?
Yeah.
This guy got shot, or whatever. Somebody probably got shot back then too. And then
Oh,
you had
yeah, much more. Yeah.
and then you had more to talk about.
Yeah.
And I remember like sitting in the subway with my mom and just her
Yeah.
talking to random people.
Random people, right?
Now
Yeah.
it doesn't happen anymore.
No, now how can you like, there's also like the cell phones that you mentioned
Yeah,
and also the,
the headphones.
bro.
Yeah, the headphones is a signal. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not gonna disturb this person.
Yeah, but I mean, if you also put again, if you put that barrier that you're not going to disturb that person because they're wearing headphones, already you're not going to talk to that person.
It might be also ourselves stopping. We might think that they're signaling that they don't want to talk,
Yeah.
but it could also just be us that make that as an excuse.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, and
Like-
also the fact that like I know a lot of people, including myself, I stopped doing that. Now I don't I don't have headphones anymore. I have headphones
you
here because
told
I
me-
had to check the.
Yeah.
But I
you
don't
told
listen
me.
anything to the in the subway.
Yeah.
All I do is just listen to myself and to
Yeah.
my thoughts and to people around, you know. And for me, not saying for other people, but before was somehow a way of like shutting down those thoughts or just like to pass the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even want to listen to the music that I was listening to. I didn't even want to listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
It was just a way to just like, oh, now I don't have anything to do. You know?
I know exactly what you mean.
You know? And like for me, and I'm not saying that this is like everyone's case, but I have a feeling that like, you know, we are humans. We all share the same kind of like, you know, thing.
Yeah.
So I feel there's a lot of that out there, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just cell phones, bro. It's just the goods and bads of it. But I feel there's a lot of it that's just being like somehow taken over. But I'm feeling that we coming back to it. I feel we're coming
You
back
do?
to those old school ways
I
of
hope
like
so. I hope
connecting,
so.
right?
We need to talk to each other.
Oh yeah.
People don't know how to date people anymore.
That,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
everybody is using apps
not me though.
except for you.
I tried.
You're old school. I like that.
I tried.
You tried.
I lasted maybe 5 minutes.
At least it
I
was 5
didn't
minutes
match
and
with
not 4
people though.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't match with people, but it was
Yeah.
just not. I just couldn't do it. It was not. It felt like my phones. I don't like to
Yeah,
touch, you
yeah.
know. So it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, I mentioned Seinfeld. I was watching Seinfeld,
Yeah.
and in that show, they're always meeting people. I mean, it's a TV show,
Yeah.
but it shows you how dating was. Like, you would
Yeah.
see somebody in an elevator. You'd be like, "Oh, do you work here?" Or you would see somebody on a subway, whatever. They would talk
Yeah.
to each other.
Yeah.
But now nobody does that.
Yeah, bro. I will remember. Like, it's crazy saying that because like I still do it because that's how I how I
That's
go
good,
out there.
that's good.
You know, I that's how I roll. I roll really hard old school, right?
Yeah.
But I remember when I was a kid, man. Damn. And I remember like this story that like I used to work as food deliver. Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like
deliver
a food
food.
delivery guy.
Deliver,
Yeah.
Like people would go to the supermarket, buy the stuff, and then we would deliver the grocery to their house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I would walk on that, and I remember delivering groceries to this old lady,
Mm.
and then she had just the most beautiful granddaughter I've ever fucking seen.
Okay.
And I remember just like, and I was a kid, I was probably like 11 or something like that, right? And I was just like on one of the groceries paper bag, I ripped it and I wrote my like a little note
Yeah.
and just sweep on the table, and I told her, I said, "Hey, call me."
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of stuff, like
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
nowadays I maybe need to get into that a little bit more, but you know that kind of. And then she called me, and then we had a date. You know, like
Yeah.
back, like how was that for you back in the days? Like here, oh
Yeah, I mean that's a much better story than
yeah,
meeting somebody on an app.
right.
I've done it a couple of times.
Mm.
Approach here in Stockholm, in
Now,
Sweden.
old school.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Wow, I
happened.
like it.
In my younger days, I have approached
Yeah.
people just randomly.
In the younger days,
Sometimes successful, sometimes not successful. But
it's
that's the
alright,
risk.
it happens.
It happens to everybody. I wish I'm getting pumped to do it more because I'm tired of these apps too. I want to just meet people the old school way. The
Yeah.
old school way.
Yeah,
Um,
just something about it. Just
There's
you
something
get you how like for me, it's just getting to look someone in the eye,
yeah.
you know, and not having the mask.
Mm,
That's where I even wrote. I have a diary, and I was been writing my diary, right?
mm,
And I always write stuff that comes in my head that feels like I'm going through
mm,
that I need to write down.
mm.
And this thing came into my head the other day that was just like cell phones becomes like a mask. And what I mean by that is like it's almost like having a camera or having someone watching us. It makes you want to perform,
Yeah.
right? You know, on Instagram, for example, you see someone with a picture, you know, with the butt, very nice butt.
Mm.
Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna put that butt even more nicer on your in your own way to kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know. It's always like somehow like it feels like this full circle of like people trying to convey an image that they're not. And I don't that myself, you
Yeah.
know, I'm that to blame as well. But like I feel self-harm is some sort of like mask.
It is, especially
know?
these apps like Instagram
Yeah.
and others. It's all about comparing yourself to somebody else, and it's all about portraying an image of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's like not yourself, an image of yourself.
Yeah.
And that oftentimes that's not accurate.
Not at all.
That's not who you are.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that too. Like I remember using the app and just posting, always just posting good stuff.
Yeah.
And so people are like, "Oh, it seems like you have such an exciting life. You're
Right?
always doing something."
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't see the bad stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now I'm way more mindful. I remember one time you told me that you were diagnosed with IDGAF.
IDGF.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
told-
IDGF. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
When you told me that, I thought that was really funny. To me. But I was like, man, I need to get diagnosed with that too.
Yeah.
So now I don't give a shit either on Instagram. I just post like random Turkish songs that I listen to or like just random stuff.
Yeah.
And not trying to impress anyone.
Yeah.
I just want to take a step back from that.
Yeah.
And it's just way more, you just feel way more comfortable when you're just being honest
Mm.
with yourself. Yeah.
That one hit it hard. Just being honest with yourself, and
Yeah.
that's what's been for me like a huge path, a huge step into like being meeting my true artistic side, meeting my truth.
Mm.
You know, because if I'm honest with myself,
Yeah.
if there's no masks,
Yeah.
I'll be able to tap in the deepest of my fucking self.
Mm.
You know, and that's been just something for me that's just like how much I've been able to create, how much I've been actually caring for my art.
Yeah.
Because before,
Yeah.
mask,
The mask.
the little mask,
Yeah.
right? Because you got to impress.
Yeah.
You gotta, you know, your movie is gotta be about something that's just gonna shock the world.
Mm.
You know, all those things that you think about what you see.
Yeah.
You know, whereas just thinking what it is for you.
Yeah.
You know, so lately I just been like, you know what? I want to talk about this guy who just lost his fucking leg and he has a cat and a dog at his place.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's what I care about.
And
you know what I mean?
And I get it, dude. It's like people are so consumed with why.
Why?
Why are you doing that? Why are you writing a
Yeah.
movie about this? Or
Yeah.
what is the point? Or what are you trying to do? And for me, when it comes to artistic expression, why is not important. It's not
Mm.
about the why. It's
Mm.
just I need to. I want to.
Yeah.
And to me, I've been thinking about that a lot.
Mm.
Like sometimes I'll put like random sound effects in the music
Yeah.
that I make,
Mm.
and it's like why? I don't know why. I
Just
just
feels
felt
good.
like it felt cool to me.
Yeah.
And I think people who are not into art or that way of thinking have a hard time understanding
Yeah.
that.
It's like I don't get it. You
Yeah,
know?
but if I tell you, like you get it, like you're not gonna question me, like why did you put that
Yeah. Yeah.
random?
Yeah.
You might be curious, but it's like you would understand. Like if
Yeah.
I say I thought that would be cool, you would understand, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like some people, is the I don't know why the obsession because people not like, what? Who fucking painted Mona Lisa? Was it Picasso? No, Picasso. What the fuck? What's his name? Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Picasso. Holy shit.
Did some good stuff.
Yeah, he did some good stuff, and he has a very good quote as well.
Yeah.
But I said that. I tell that afterwards.
Okay.
But like for example, no one's just like. Actually, there is a lot of people assume that's just like, why is he painted Mona Lisa? You know, like, why that bitch look that way? You know, why she's having that pose? There's so much. I think it's almost ingrained in us that kind of like, why? Not
Yeah.
everyone though, but there's a lot of people, that want to know why.
Mm.
But it's such an interesting thought. Like, why do we want to know the why of everything?
I don't know. I feel like that's the least the part that's most uninteresting to me is
I
why.
agree. Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, yes and no. I love the fact of feeling like something touched me and I have no fucking idea why. You just feel it.
Yeah.
That's magical.
Yeah.
You know, when you, for example, when you're making music, you know, like, and just something just touches you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wow, that's so, I don't know why. And actually, I don't want to know why,
Yeah.
you know, because it just feels good, you know?
Yeah.
But there's other things I feel like, oh, it's interesting that this person thinks this way, you know? So I feel like, I think the why is like how healthy you approach that why, you know? Like, instead of like becoming like an obsession, but somehow it comes, you know? Like,
yeah, I think there are different ways, different perspectives to the why. But
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like a lot of the times when people say why, it's like they are expecting you to give like an answer that is related to like success. Like, why are you making a movie? And then they almost expect you to say, I would like to be famous or something like
yeah, yeah.
that. So they care more about that part somehow, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I love the
Yeah.
fact that we just
You got
changed
disco
it.
lights.
Yeah,
Oh, you got the projector up
I
there.
do, man. I
didn't
got it
notice.
up, you know?
I didn't notice that it was playing.
Yeah,
there.
it's playing now like
Now we got some disco vibes.
yeah.
there.
That means that we'll be rocking for an hour because that loop was an hour. It doesn't feel like an hour at all.
Is this also a loop? Or
No, this is not a loop. He's going to play something else, I hope.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. We have something else.
Yeah, we got something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? We're talking about
We're talking about a little bit of everything. I
Yeah.
wanted to mention I had like an idea for a video
Yeah.
on this topic of like people not talking to each other, whatever, but actually secretly wanting to talk to each other. I was thinking of
I
like
like that.
a video where you take a folding chair and you go out to like a crowded area
Yeah.
and you sit down on your chair and you have a big piece of paper where it says free conversation, we talk about anything you want, and then you put another folding chair in front of you and you just wait and see if somebody sits down and
Wow.
talk. Wouldn't that be interesting?
I love that. That's why I'm like the other thing as well. Like you always have this kind of like things that you hate on, such
Yeah.
as like the other thing that we did together. You know, like
yeah,
but
yeah.
I love that. I think that's such an incredible.
Just to see like
Yeah.
because I do think a lot of people would like to talk to
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
and just see if somebody sits down and
Wow.
what they want to talk about.
Yeah. Even like for example, I think that's the other thing as well that I appreciate about you, that you always have this kind of like things, because I feel that's why I share with you that I feel like that we're both in the search.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like no matter what it is, no matter what the why
Alwa-
is, but we're in the search.
Always searching for something.
You know what I mean?
I know 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think that you were searching for, brother?
Bro, I don't know. I haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
I'm still searching. But I
Yeah.
think somebody told me that like being an artist is actually a secret journey to discovering yourself, to trying to discover yourself. So I know that I'm trying to discover something. I don't know what it is that I'm looking for, and you might never find it. Also,
Yeah, and that's what I think it's exciting about it.
that's the exciting part.
Yeah,
The journey,
the
not
journey.
the destination.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh says, he says, there's, I don't know if it's like a quote or something like
Yeah.
that, or it's like one of the movies or in the book or anything. But he says like, eating the honey is not the great part of it. It's just before you eat it.
Oh,
You know that feeling that you're just
yeah.
like you're just about
that
to
you're
gotta
going to.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you just have it there and then you don't know how
f-
it's gonna
The
taste or how it's gonna feel.
fantasizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so basically, so you have this mind. I feel that's just like this pond filled with fucking ideas. You know, like and how do you somehow approach those ideas? For example, it's something that you sit down and you're like, let's think about ideas, or just or what is it that attracts you? For example, that you like what does attract you in your ideas? Like, what is it that you feel like, oh, I gotta do this? For example, that.
Yeah.
And the other things that you just like kind of
I mean, these ideas sometimes they just come out of the blue,
yeah
just sitting around, and sometimes it's just actively me going to a cafe with a book or with a computer and
Yeah.
just be like, I'm gonna try to think of
yeah
ideas.
trying to think. So you sometimes you go with like that kind of mindset.
Yeah. Sometimes it's actively like
Okay.
I'm gonna try to figure something out here.
Yeah.
But the problem for me is not coming up with the ideas. It's about acting on them and seeing them through. Because I'm the kind of guy, I'll have an idea,
Yeah.
I'll get very excited about it,
Yeah.
I'll start on it, maybe get halfway through, but then this other idea
Comes in.
This new girl, this new hot girl.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. I see what you
Now,
mean. That you
yeah.
can't not look.
Yeah, and now I'm on this train. I'm going for this idea. So it's a blessing and a curse because the ideas keep coming, but
Yeah.
sometimes like you need something more than just that initial excitement. You need some form of discipline to
absolutely
complete the idea. But yeah,
I love that because for me it's like, and then for me it's funny because like again back to what we do, we share so much in common. I have that too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and for me once I get that like very pretty lady or guy, whatever, you know, I take anything. But yeah, I'll take
You can
anything,
get-
bro. When I'm a mindset of create, I'll take anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm bi, I'm trans, I take
Yeah.
everything, bro.
Yeah.
But I try to somehow incorporate that into what I'm doing instead of being that unique
Yeah.
thing that I'm just like, oh, this is such a great idea. I have to put it to the side, and when is the right time, I'm
Yeah.
gonna use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, for example, in my writing, sometimes it comes like a line that I'm like, ooh, I see an old person saying it, and I see like a picture of this. I was like, that's perfect. I
Yeah.
can't like, you know, bend this. This is perfect. It came from the Lord himself, of the artistic Lord to me, and I have to use it that way. But sometimes I'm like, fuck that. I'm just gonna use what I'm doing right now because we don't know when we're ever gonna make that thing, and when we'll ever be able to do that, because
Yeah.
there's so much like that comes to us
Yeah.
that whatever I'm doing, I incorporate in it. You know, like I use it because it's like, as you said, I agree with you. There's so many pretty things coming our way.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's so difficult sometimes, the discipline.
It's hard to say no to a pretty
Yeah.
thing. But I mean, people are different that way. I have a friend who's very much the opposite. So he'll have a creative idea,
Yeah.
and then that's it. He doesn't do anything else. He focuses on that one single idea
Whoa.
until it's done. So
Whoa.
yeah,
bro.
he makes like these complicated animations and like short films. So he'll have an idea and then he'll work on that for like a year, 6 months or a year, just that idea.
Wow.
And part of me envy him because
Really?
I would just the discipline to like really
Yeah.
put all your effort into one thing.
Yeah.
But for me, I can't. I
Oh
need
my
to.
God.
There's too
Yeah.
many things I want to
No,
do.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So something in the middle would be good, maybe.
Yeah.
A mix of those.
I would love to get into
approaches.
some that kind of minds, because for me, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I right now I have my movie and I have this going on.
Yeah.
And I like to talk to different people. You know, I have my things, but at the same time, I think it's back to what we said, having that balance. You know, because if you don't have that balance, for me,
Yeah.
you just get stuck in one. I don't know. I think you put like kind of like those horses. What you call like those
Yeah.
horses like
Yeah.
like pads that they have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
you just see forward,
Yeah.
and then don't allow yourself
It's
to
like
see the
it's like
other
a
things.
tunnel vision. Yeah.
Tunnel vision,
Tunnel vision.
Wow.
Yeah. But this thing that we're doing here, what was it that brought you here? Like,
To sit down.
yeah,
and
what
talk?
what made you want to start this podcast or whatever we're gonna call
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. I don't have a name for it.
Yeah.
It's gonna come at some point.
Yeah.
But I just already feel sitting down here with you, I'm already a better person.
Okay. Nice.
I'm already in a mindset of like, I feel better. I
Yeah.
feel, because this is like, for more than like, if people come to watching and everything, I'll
Yeah.
be very grateful for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's for me.
I
I'm in a
that,
journey right now, and I need to sit down over here and step into this kind of world
Yeah. Mm.
where I appreciate conversation so much, bro. It has made me grow so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be able to listen,
Mm.
be able to share with someone that cares,
Mm.
and I think also like be able to listen to people. I think
Yeah.
because I think in the world that we live in where we don't talk to each other at all,
Mm.
listening is a huge problem.
Mm.
Because when you get someone to actually want to listen to you, you just want to throw shit at them because you
Yeah.
haven't fucking talked.
Yeah.
How can and then and you don't know how to actually have a conversation because you don't have one.
Yeah.
So for me, it's so many things, man. It's
Yeah.
also like a calling.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what about you as a
I get
podcast?
that.
Like why'd you do it?
It's something similar.
Yeah.
Just being able to sit down and talk and have interesting
Mm.
conversations. Like these, I don't know if it's an age thing, but
If
the
what would you say?
I don't know if it's an age thing.
I think it was an Asian thing. I was like, what?
I don't know if it's an Asian thing.
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
But the older I get, the more I seem to appreciate. It's gonna sound like super cheesy, but
Yeah.
smaller moments
Yeah.
and being grateful for them.
Such
for-
as like,
Such as you and I
Yeah.
sitting here on a Thursday evening
right?
after work, just talking to you.
Yeah.
That's like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or the way the sun was entering my apartment earlier this
Oh, man,
morning,
you're gonna make me cry,
and I was
motherfucker.
and I was
Oh
having
my god, I'm almost bubbling. Okay, carry on.
yeah, and having my cup of
Fuck,
coffee
man.
and just like really taking note of these small moments is
Mm.
like I've just been doing that more and more.
Yeah.
And so when we sit here and we talk to each other, it's like it makes me it feels important to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels important to like I'm your friend, but like
Yeah.
to support you when you try to do something, to support other people when they try to do something artistic, because it's like we just need more of that in the world.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
We can't get enough of that.
Yeah. And actually, no, it's funny. As I said, as I keep talking to you, I feel like I'm a better person. And as I said, I'm
Same
like,
here.
yeah, as I said, what I just said, I'm like, it is for myself, but it's also for other people,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
be able to actually like, in a conversation like that, step back and be like, you know what I said is not like what I think. Like having also just sit down with someone and be able to change how you think. Because for me, it's also like, I know somehow at least one person that listens to what we're talking right now
Yeah.
is going to change their way of thinking, or might help them, or might not even help. I don't know. But like, it's going to change something in them,
Yeah.
And if that happens, and someone, I think there's nothing better than actually someone come up to you and say, oh, thank you for making up my day.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that small thing that has just made me smile, just made me think how beautiful the world is.
Yeah.
Or I actually can do it, or there's nothing,
Yeah.
like being able to make someone's day or something like that.
Well, yeah, we can't underestimate it. And like we said
No.
earlier, it doesn't take much. Also,
It doesn't take
doesn't
much,
take
bro.
much.
It doesn't
Yeah.
take much at all. We've just been talking. I've been having a headache because his headphones was fucking squeezing the shit out of my fucking head, and
Yeah.
and I hope the sound is good. And also it's my first episode with Emir.
Yeah, let's
I suppose you have an but I didn't have an introduction, man.
We didn't have an introduction. That's okay.
No, you gotta have one
All right.
because it's gonna be a thing. So
I'm introducing myself, or you?
no, I'm
introducing?
just you. What the fuck? You're gonna introduce yourself? That's crazy. So we're gonna do, because I was thinking about that. So let's do this. So you're gonna Wait, hold on. What were we recording?
You want me to dance? Is that
Yeah,
what you
no,
want
I
me?
just want you to have an entrance. But give me a sec. I want to check. Oh, yeah, it's still recording. For a second, I was like, bro.
Panic.
I panic, bro. But give me just a sec. I'm just gonna check it. So yeah, let me make an introduction for
Okay, go for it.
you. Actually, you're gonna have to come in.
Okay, you
That's
want me
the
to do
whole.
it now?
Yeah, I'll I'll do the introduction and then you can come in.
Where are all my fans?
Uh-huh.
My fans outside?
Yeah. I'll do the introduction and then you can come in and then you have the opportunity to do your entrance as well.
Okay.
So you kind of get to have your thing as well, like your entrance. It doesn't have to be much, but just do your thing.
All right.
All right, no pressure.
Okay.
We good?
You want me to say something when I sit?
No, you just sit down.
I sit down. Okay.
You have your opportunity to sit down.
Okay.
All right. It feels so fucking weird. I'm actually doing the introduction in the middle of our conversation. I was very excited to talk about this guy. That's why that happened. But he is, I would say, a good friend of mine, and we got to meet in one of his meetup groups that he has, and he's just a beautiful mind that I like to share most of my thoughts with, and I always get inspired by him, and that's the reason why he's here today, and also because I wanted to put his mind, his beautiful mind that I know, out there for people to see it. Uh, can I just? Do you want me just your full name or just Emir is cool?
Emir is cool.
All right, Emir, everybody, and then you can come in. There you go.
Wave it to my fans.
Yes, yeah, wave it to your fans. And I love about Emir, everybody, but there's nobody else here.
The fans are outside the window. You can't see them in the frame.
No, yeah. And that was a cool niche. It was like, chill. Like you
Yeah.
just, didn't have like put a lot of effort. And I
And
like
thank you
it.
for those words, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
super kind.
Of course,
It's mutual.
man.
It's
Yeah,
mutual. You know that.
I appreciate it, man. But I'm just gonna leave it at your entrance at the middle of it. I think it's gonna look cool,
That's
like
pretty funny.
artsy. You
Yeah.
know, like not people be like, why?
Yeah.
Like it's always coming
The
down to
why.
like, why is it in the
Why?
middle of
It
it?
just happened.
It just happened.
Just happened.
But also we want I want to get some of the, because we are planning something like the music
Mm.
that I would love to hear the thing that you had for us, right?
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna
Yeah.
tap into that.
Yeah, sure.
Shall we tap into that a little bit?
Let's tap into that a little bit.
Yeah. So do you want to bring it in? How do you want to do this?
You want? I mean, I have a song that I uploaded today actually on YouTube.
Oh, you uploaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uploaded it today on YouTube. I don't know, like, how are you thinking that we do this?
Do you wanna put close to the mic, or do you wanna project it, or what do you wanna do?
I don't know. It's up to you. Like,
Okay.
How you, I can also.
Is it a music
are you
video?
gonna-
Or is it music?
Are you gonna edit it? This podcast?
I don't think so.
No?
I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how good the audio will be. That's why I'm asking.
Because you're hitting on the mic.
Yeah.
But I should have asked you because I have I could hit it on the jack, and then I could connect to your
Ah.
phone and like it would come straight into the.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
But hit it. I want to hear it.
Okay, I'll play it from my phone.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I'm
I'm close my eyes for this.
Do you want to close your eyes?
I want
for
to close
this?
my eyes for this, bro.
Okay.
And afterwards we can talk about a little bit about it. But now I just want to listen to it.
Let me just open it up. So it's kind of
Do you want to talk about a little bit, like give a little introduction to your thing?
just a little song.
Yeah, just a little side note.
Just a little
free to
song.
do so.
No, there's not much to say. Like,
Yeah.
I was trying to do something that's lo-fi. So lo-fi, you know what that is? Like,
Mhm.
like you found this old cassette from the 70s
Yeah,
on the
I love
ground,
that.
and the quality is like.
Yeah.
I was trying to go for that,
Oh, I like that.
and anyway, I'll
Do you
just.
know Shiloh? Shiloh Dynasty?
You've mentioned it before.
Ah, I
I
did.
don't
Okay.
remember if I listened.
Ah, okay. But anyway, yeah, it's a good musician.
I'm gonna play it, okay?
Okay. Wait, let me. Wait.
All right, all
Okay.
right,
All
all
right.
right,
All right.
all
All
right.
right. Give me a second. Let me just be in the mindset for it. Okay.
Okay, tune in.
Let me just. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good.
You ready?
Wait. Yeah. Now I'm good.
You ready? Okay, here we go then.
It's 1993 in concrete jungle life.
you feeling it?
Oh, bro. Bro. Oh my
Yep.
God.
Is it okay?
I just love. I just want to listen to this
Yeah,
a
it's
little
only
bit more.
about 20 seconds left.
Wow.
That's it. Thank you. Hey, thank you, the fans outside.
Yeah. Wow, man. No, seriously, it's one of those things. I'm raw.
Yeah,
I love it.
you do?
If I wouldn't like, I'll be like, oh, I can see it in
Yeah.
so the lyrics I couldn't really hear, but like
Yeah.
it just the what you call the instruments and
Yeah,
everything in
yeah.
it. It just makes me wanna make a child with a stranger.
Okay, let's go. Thank you for that. I haven't played this for anyone else. I don't
Oh
know what
wow.
I don't know what anybody else. You're the
Yeah.
first opinion that I've gotten on this.
And I
So
said what I said, so yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm happy you say that.
Yeah. No,
Means a lot.
I really like it, man. There's
Amazing.
it just makes me feel happy. The whole fucking thing I was smiling because
Yeah.
it's one of those things I just appreciate people who create, man.
I know
It's
exactly
just-
the feel. I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just knowing that you sat down and you went through your creative mind to be able to put those instruments together, to be
Yeah,
able to
Yeah.
come up with those lyrics, which I don't know a lot of. I heard like some hair inside her or something like that.
You
Fuck
heard
was that?
that?
You know, I didn't know. It came foggy for me. So like, I was like, okay, all right. I mean, it's hitting hard. I like it.
All right.
But it's just for me. It just makes me so happy to know that you are like that. That you just sit down and fucking,
That makes me
like,
happy.
you know what I mean? Knowing that the whole process was you just like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going through that kind of mindset
Thanks,
and
man.
like, so
Thanks,
it's,
man.
oh,
That means a lot.
man.
That means a lot. Thank
That's
you for
great.
that. I love that you appreciate that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but it's exactly the process. You're also creative. So me sitting in my freaking underwear, tons
Yeah.
of dishes everywhere,
Wow.
sitting there with a headache, just going it over and over the song,
Yeah.
trying melodies out, grooving, dancing,
Wow.
just the whole process.
Bro,
Yeah.
hit it one more time
The
for me, please.
self-doubt.
Just
You
the
wanna-
beginning.
You wanted
Oh,
the
bro,
beginning?
again, please. I'm gonna dance a little bit. Sure.
All right, all right. I'll give you the link later so you can
I'm
listen
gonna-
to it.
Even stretch because I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it hard.
But I'll play the beginning a little bit.
Play the beginning. Play the beginning. Oh my god, bro, this shit got me. Bro, this shit is
Baby making
fantastic.
music. That's a good review. That's a good.
Oh my
review.
god, bro.
Hey, that was worth it.
Yeah, right?
Just for this.
Yeah,
that was worth
you got
it.
that little show,
I
right?
got that little show.
Oh my god, bro.
This is.
I even hit that one for you. I even hit that one for you. Old school, dog.
Old school.
Wow.
Man, just making this is
Love it.
yeah.
Really, really much do, brother. And I again, it's coming down to like being honest with myself and with the people that I love and the creators that I love. There might be some stuff that I don't like, but generally the
Sure, sure.
instruments, like I really, and then also like knowing that it's your voice as well. It's just like,
Yeah, it's
You
a
know.
little bit surreal. Yeah.
yeah, wow.
No, I think okay. So this time it's me showing you something, but I know the feeling when somebody shows me something, like, especially if it's a friend or just somebody who's not like a famous person, but they're doing it because they love the art, whatever it
Yeah,
may be.
yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Mm.
and that's why I have this meetup for creative people, just to
Yeah.
sort of share that connection. I show you something, you show me something.
Yeah.
I inspire you, you inspire me.
Yeah.
We inspire that guy over there.
Yep.
There's something powerful about that.
It just feels like because we all somehow share the same feeling or share this hunger that we doing that for me, it's you doing this to me.
Mm.
Open yourself up
Mm.
and give me the
Some-
like the Montenegrin hug
Yeah.
that's warm that you
Yeah.
feel in your back, kind of
Yeah,
like itching a little bit, but it feels good, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
it just feels like someone giving you a hug that is just like, oh wow, man, thank you for showing me that truth.
Yeah.
That you know,
amazing.
it's just because for me, I know the process. No matter what you do, I know the process. There's loneliness, there's fuck this,
Yeah.
there's oh shit, I'm shit. You know, like
Yeah.
there's all those things that they come to my. I know the process. So someone coming up to me and being like, "Hey, here's what I make." I'm like, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
understanding all the process.
You know the ingredients. You know what
You
goes
know, we all
into the
do.
soup.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's like for me, it's just magical. You know, it's just
Same,
magic.
Same. And
you
we
know?
gotta we gotta support each other for that.
Mm.
You and I, local artists, and we
Yeah.
gotta appreciate that, because
Yeah.
that's how art is made. That's how culture is built.
And-
Culture is not what we see on Instagram, what we see on these freaking
Not at all, man.
Spotify top 10 playlists. It's
Yeah.
about these small things. You and
Yeah.
I sitting here doing this, somebody sitting at home painting right now.
Yeah.
There's something beautiful about it. And
Things
vulnerable.
it goes vulnerable. It goes
Vulnerable.
beyond just being beautiful. Vulnerable. It's like it's just
I think that's why. Remember, I talked about my corporate colleagues, how I don't really connect with them.
yeah.
But when I talk to people who's into art,
Yeah.
culture, there's that vulnerable aspect. Maybe that's the hug. Yeah.
Right? Open
Yeah.
it because
Yeah.
it's just open. You know, this is
Yeah.
something like somehow there might be some personal stuff over there,
And it is. So-
right?
So it's not easy. I don't know how you are with that. For me,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of always difficult to show my work to other people
Yeah.
face to face,
Yeah.
because you just don't know what they're gonna think.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's scary feeling.
scary.
Yeah. Do you think that's because of ego?
Yeah,
Or
I
something
think I
else?
think it's the fear of not being liked, maybe.
Oh,
Because if this is sort of a representation of
who you are.
who I am. You
Yeah.
know, that's how it works, at least for me.
Yeah.
So if I show you this and you don't like it, I almost feel like you don't like me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the right way to think about it.
Yeah.
but-
And it's not true.
and it's not
Definitely
true.
not
And it's not true.
Yeah.
We have different tastes. We're
Yeah.
not always going to be in sync with everything.
Yeah.
But it's vulnerable.
It's vulnerable, man. Yeah, and like for me, like with my movies, I always that's why I always bring in not only friends but people that I know and that I know somehow like how they work, because I know how the art can be. I know how vulnerable it is. And for me, every time when I'm collaborating with someone, first thing that I say is this: if I like it, I'll keep it. If not, it's not because what you've done. It's just because of my own personal taste.
Yeah.
It's nothing, you know. And then you got to be able to take that,
Yes.
you know.
have
And
to,
I
you have
I always
to.
say you got to be able to take that because in the end, it's what is matching my personal idea of what I'm creating. And if your idea doesn't match, it's not because you're wrong or I'm wrong.
No.
It's just because it's not clicking, you know. So it's
Yeah.
like art as well. It's just that's what's so beautiful about it. I also got to see it as somehow not directly.
I was thinking of you humping that chair.
Oh, yeah,
That-
I
that-
hit
for
it.
some
I hit
reason-
it hard. Okay.
That just came back to me for 1 second. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
just
No.
laughing.
That's okay. You can laugh about it. That music made me hit it hard, bro. I hit it old school. You know, like fuck. Those hips don't lie. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
Back home, they call me the young Shakira. You know,
I
all
can see
fucking. Oh, bro.
I can see why.
I still got it, as you saw.
got the moves.
You know what I mean? Still got it.
Yeah, it's on tape. It's on
Yeah,
tape.
it's on tape, man.
Sorry, man. What were we talking about?
I was saying it doesn't matter what we're
Yeah,
talking
you just
about.
yeah.
You
You
know,
gotta be-
those hips don't lie. That's what matters right now, bro. Do you dance? Do you dance?
Not like you.
Okay.
Not like you. And
You don't hit it
Shakira,
hard, but you can hit it hard if you want to.
I can hit it hard.
You hit it hard sometimes, right?
In
Come
my
on.
own way. In my own way.
But like
That's
you do
what
it by
dancing-
yourself.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Oh, by myself.
Come on.
I'm crazy by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of stuff do you do by yourself?
bro. I moved to. Part of the reason why I moved into the apartment that I live in right now is because it's on the top floor. It's on the 8th floor. Nobody can see me, so I'm the naked neighbor, but nobody knows it. I'll just be standing there and dancing, doing my thing.
Oh, that's fucking awesome,
Listen
man.
to my music, listen to somebody else's music, humping things. Sure, why not?
I'm laughing because I'm on the first floor, so everyone in this street knows my
You're
dick.
the naked neighbor, but you're on the first floor.
I'm the first
The
one. And I'm
opposite.
always naked, and I see like sometimes like you see that there's a street. Let's describe how my place looks like. It's almost like a motorway.
Yeah.
So there's cars coming straight to my window, and then they turn. So everybody who comes to that street has seen my dick,
Yeah.
you know, because sometimes I'm like, I don't care. I'm on like I'm hitting up here, you know, like, and everything's swinging everywhere, bro. I don't give a fuck, you know, like.
Yeah.
But sometimes, yeah, I mean, I just don't want to like, because I don't know how it's Stockholm. I don't. Is that illegal to kind of like swing your dick in your own home?
I don't know if it's illegal. If it's in your
Okay.
home, I think if people see it, it's I don't know what it is.
That's like, I don't know if I've been doing illegal shit, you know, like, you know, because people seen it for
Yeah.
sure, especially those cars over that they always coming this way.
Yeah.
They know it, bro.
They know it.
Oh,
they
they've
know
seen it.
The neighbor.
Yeah.
You know the neighbor.
Oh, that's hilarious, man.
but-
But how, like, for me, is also that, like, IDGF, right? I
Yeah,
said I don't
ID
give a
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
That's right, IDGF. But there's a part of myself that, like, yes, I do. There's always some, like, you know, I try not to, but sometimes there's always something in there that, like,
Yeah,
you can't. You know, we're humans. We all share this kind of feeling of, oh, how you gonna, you know, we're not, like, you're always caring for each other. And I think it comes
it's
from
a
that.
good thing.
Absolutely.
We need to care about something.
Absolutely. You know, you don't want to just like traumatize a fucking kid with a, you know,
Yeah,
large
yeah.
Brazilian dick. So it's like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to traumatize a kid. Or, like, you know, jokes aside, you just don't want to make someone feel bad just because of like of some. You can't, of course, like also think about other people, but at the same time thinking about yourself, you know. But
Yeah, for sure.
but how do you, for example, how would you approach that?
How would I what?
How do you approach that? Like, just for example, I feel like we are so aware of what other people are thinking about us. How do you come down to writing something such as your music and being like, oh, is this something that like people are gonna like, or is this how
There's
do you?
always that.
There's always
Bro,
that, right?
I was thinking this. So in the world, we have people doing important stuff like doctors. They're out there saving lives. We have
Okay.
lawyers defending people.
Yeah,
People who are really doing like big differences in the world.
yeah,
Then you have people like you and I who are more into creative and art stuff.
yeah,
But what we do is like when that doctor goes home,
yeah.
they need something to relax to. They need something to
Yeah.
take their mind off of.
Yeah.
And that's where we come in with our entertainment
Yeah.
or art and stuff like that. So I was thinking, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I am who I am. And what I can do is make music.
Yeah.
And what I can do is make music that I like. I can't make music that somebody else likes.
Yeah.
I can only do what I like. So I just try to think that way. Like, I'm just going to do something, try not to worry about what other people are going to think.
Mm.
And I'm going to put it out there. And maybe there is one doctor, one lawyer somewhere in the world who actually also likes that stuff,
That's
who
gonna
connects
touch
to
them.
it the same way that you hump this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else is also going to want to hump something.
Yeah. You gotta
And-
hum some.
And I think that's how I think of it. I just want to make somebody in the world feel the same way.
Yeah.
I don't want to force it. I'm just going to put it out there and see if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But I also just want to be myself when I do that.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
And
been all over the
I no. You're not all over the place. But it was just something you said that like people who do those important jobs
Yeah.
such as being doctors and
Yeah.
stuff. And I see what we do just as important.
I do too.
You know, I don't see as like me creating being something less important than a doctor saving
Mm.
someone's lives,
Mm.
because we can save lives too.
That's 100%
You know,
true.
how many
100%.
times have you listened to your music and then you cried and then you
Yeah.
needed to cry? Or
Yeah.
how many times have someone said something to you that inspired you to write something that made you feel, that made your
Mm.
day?
100%.
You know?
I agree, and that's why it's so important.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely. I
the
feel
other
it's
half.
just as
It's the other
important,
half.
you
Yeah.
know? Because I feel we artists and everyone else and whatever they are, and that's the thing I want to put it out there. It's just every single one, they are just as important.
Mm.
You know, like people, we just have our dark moments that we feel that we're not important, but like everyone that's out there, man, they have their importance
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
You know, they contribute somehow. Like think about like people just think about what about people that just like, you know, doing making war. What about like the Russian guy? I don't like to say his name. You know, the
Yeah.
making war and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, but at the same time, if there wasn't war, there wouldn't be the word peace.
Mm.
If there wasn't war, you know, it's a big statement I'm doing right now. It's it would be boring.
Mm.
Because if there wasn't war, people wouldn't come together. People wouldn't have discussion. Be like, it would just be a world where everything is beautiful and we all know what we have to do, and then we're gonna take crazy motherfuckers like that for people to wake up
Yeah.
and be like, oh shit, man, this is went too far.
Mm.
You know?
Mm.
If not, it's just like maybe it was even worse before that was the war, you know, like because people were just suffering even more. Now somehow people woke up and be like, whoa, let's just like, you know, take buckle up. Let's just, you know, love more. Let's just like, you know what I mean? So it's like it takes some big statements like that
Yeah.
to bring changes.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel like everything that it's out there somehow it's just kind of meant to be, or not meant to be, but like has its purpose.
I think so too. Like
You know?
like there's this saying like you can't have good without bad, and you can't have bad without good, because you need that opposite to know. You know
What's
what is good? Well, it's the
Yeah.
opposite of bad. What is bad? It's the opposite, of good.
Yeah.
So and somebody said that the first thing mankind would do if we had world peace in the world would be to destroy it.
Shit.
I think that's just us as
I think
humans.
it's yeah.
We build things, we destroy things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always this back and forth.
Wow. That is a
Yeah.
great way to put it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I feel we are constantly like finding a reason to like do something literally the opposite.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad tell now you gotta be a doctor, bitch. I'm being a rapper.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna sing about money that I don't have.
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I want to have bitches. You know, like
yeah,
whatever their purpose are. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, it's always like if there's no someone telling you like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and you know, if there's just like, okay, I'm just, you know, of course people that will follow, and I did that myself many times. Following what was I thought that it was right to me because I was told so.
How do you feel these days? Do you feel comfortable with yourself these days?
Comfortable with myself, right? In what way you mean?
So we were talking about like a parents telling their kid you're gonna be an engineer or something like that, and then following what somebody else wants you to do.
Yeah.
At what point did you always follow your own path, or was it at a certain point in your life you were like, fuck this, I'm just gonna be who I am, and this is who I am?
What a fucking good question, bro.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is a good question because I feel it's been a long journey of trying to be what I want to be or trying to find who I am, right?
Yeah.
But I feel it's a constant battle. I think since I was a kid, man, I always had this kind of like, you know, a lot of people know, but like, I think you know that I was a rapper in Brazil. Did you know that?
I don't know if you told me that.
Yeah, I think I mentioned. You know, there's some videos on YouTube
You're so
over
many
there.
things. You're a stand-up comedian. You're a rapper.
You know, I always try to like kind of somehow just follow. I felt subconsciously follow what I want to do. However, lately, I would say maybe a couple months ago, I got into a mindset. I got even deeper into that, even deeper in a
Wow.
way that I'm just like, I think I mentioned that to you. I work once a week,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, to bring money to be able to have this place
Yeah.
and to feed myself.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm.
Everything else that I do is just like either I'm writing, or I'm with my thoughts, or I am meeting the
Mm.
people that I love, or I am talking to the people that I love.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so it's been like a long journey of understanding that that's what I care for.
Mm.
You know, in the end, if I have only 9,000 krona in my bank account,
Yeah.
but I've had an incredible month
Yeah.
with all my friends, and I did all that I love.
Yeah.
It's- You see, there's no, it doesn't even like, there's no question there why I would do,
That I find that inspiring.
you know what I mean? Why I
Yeah.
would choose to like work in a place to make money that I don't even need.
It's like to me, it sounds like you're almost setting up your life the way you want it to be.
Mm.
Like you want to have time to do art, to do sit with your thoughts or meet
Absolutely.
people, and it's such a good way of. I love that you're doing that, like
Mm.
taking control of your life almost.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like taking control of just somehow exploring it.
Exploring it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more like exploring it because I don't want to have completely control.
Mm.
You know, I want somehow like want to do the things that I want. I guess some sort of control, but at the same time let things come my way.
Yeah.
You know, this thing we're supposed to do this like I think 2 months ago,
A
some
while ago, yeah.
while ago,
Mm.
and I was like, you know what? And then you're supposed to borrow your stuff as well, which
Yeah.
you know you were very supportive, which I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I feel it's a calling. I'm just gonna bring all my stuff that I have the opportunity to do the way
Yeah.
that I want to.
Yeah.
Take my time, have my place the way that I kind of want to. Have you in the right time comes,
Yeah.
you know. And then here sitting down, it does not feel more right than this,
Amazing.
you know.
Amazing.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
it always comes down to how it feels, and then sometimes just letting it be, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes
Like,
you just gotta let things have its process.
yeah. You don't. I feel like more and more. I feel like I have control. More and more, I start to learn that I don't.
Mm.
You know.
That's a
And
good
once you let it
realization.
go, it's just.
That's when shit happens somehow.
I was like, I wanted to do this with you, right?
Yeah.
And I did that thing with you, which was fantastic. I
Yeah.
like which I want you to talk about that a little bit,
Yeah,
and then hear
yeah.
how it's going and everyone
Yeah, yeah,
and
sure.
everything.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, I gotta do something like that.
You're
Gotta
right.
sit down and write everything that I have in my mind to find the right truth about me. You know, like I have to write everything that's gonna look perfect.
Yeah.
My podcast is gonna be about how I found out about me. You know, all that going in my head like a fucking crazy motherfucker, right? And I was like, no.
No.
I literally today for this,
Yeah.
do you know how much I prepared?
I have no idea.
Nothing.
Nothing. There you go.
Maybe I thought about the introduction thing, and
Yeah.
I did in the middle, and then even though that's why I forgot,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful that I forgot, and I
Yeah.
start to realize it doesn't, you know, because I was like, it would be cool to guys have like a little entrance, and then it becomes a thing in the podcast.
Yeah.
And I done it because I felt like doing it to try, but at the same time, it's like that's and I feel like I've been having a fucking fantastic conversation with you,
Same here. Same here.
you know, and
Yeah.
it's just that, man, just letting it go.
I think so.
You know what I mean? How's
Yeah.
that for you? Just letting it go, bro.
Oh,
Just like,
man.
you know what? I'm just like, be.
I mean that's the best when I feel like I can do that. I think sometimes it's good to of course you need to think about your DS. You need to prepare stuff,
Yeah.
but sometimes you need to get past that point and you just need to let go
Yeah.
and go. And I mean that's why I've been trying to do more lately. Like the song I played you, for instance,
Yeah.
I wrote it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I
2 weeks ago, you already have produced and everything.
yeah I had the idea 2
Holy
weeks ago.
shit. Oh, okay.
And then I just sat and like recorded the melody, mixed and for like 2 days or something.
yeah.
And then what I usually do is like I'll spend months, maybe weeks, years maybe on some old songs and being like, it's not ready yet. One day will be. And then, but now I'm just more of that let it go. Like I'm humping. So I'm humping a chair listening to this. That's good enough.
Let's go.
I need to put this out.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, bro, it's the looking for the perfect when there is no perfect.
There is no perfect.
There is no perfect because what's perfect? Define perfect to me.
Man, I don't even know. That's the thing. Even if I had a perfect thing in front of me, I wouldn't know it.
You know what I mean? Like define, and then even if you go to like to a dictionary and then you look you look up the word perfect. I'm just guessing here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something that's perfect.
Yeah.
Even the dictionary doesn't
That-
fucking know what it
Nobody
means,
knows
bro.
what perfection is.
Right?
Yeah.
So why are we looking for something that doesn't exist?
True. That's a good way to put it.
You know what I mean?
That's a
Like,
good way
why
to
are we
put it.
looking for something that doesn't exist? You know, like you can't find it. What's perfect? You know?
True.
You say a square, it's perfect. For me, it's fucking boring, bro. All the corners are all calculated perfectly.
Yeah.
It's boring to me.
And what you realize is most of the things that you like aren't perfect. The movies you like, the
Right?
music you like, the art. If you ask the person, do you think what you did was perfect? They're gonna be like, no, I wish I would have done this.
Yeah.
I wish I would have filmed this scene a little bit different.
Right?
But in your eyes, it's perfect. In their eyes, it's not perfect. So
yeah.
we don't know what perfect is.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that again, having those little things will always stop us.
Yeah.
You know, the
yeah.
little details
Yeah.
and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I've been writing this this thing I'm talking to every time we sit down, and it's been a long journey.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like when you have to find the gotta be honest to yourself and be like, am I being looking for perfection, or am I being lazy? Because I feel like sometimes not lazy, but like not being because sometimes for me, like writing a project, sometimes it can be so exhausting that sometimes I forget the joy of it. And I'll just like, oh, this is okay. You know, because I try not to look for perfection, but sometimes I also got to look for something that actually touches me,
Yeah.
that actually like means something to me. I don't want to just be making a movie or something or writing something that I don't care
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And also for me, it's also like finding that kind of balance, you know? And it's funny because like I wonder how you feel about that, because for me, like, because I've made some movies and I've written some stuff, and people
Yeah.
come up to me, so how do you figure it out, or how do you, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't have anything figured out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I have nothing figured out.
Yeah.
You know? Do you feel you have it figured out, or just like
No
have ever
way,
people?
man. No way. No. And I think that's common for a lot of people who who do stuff like
Yeah.
they for me would be like somebody asked me like, how did you come up with that melody?
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just maybe just sitting in my room like a maniac hours every day.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the key.
Yeah.
Or just I don't know. It's just like it just comes from somewhere
Yeah.
in the universe or something.
Do you believe in the universe?
I do, yeah.
You do? I do too. That's why I do it. Some like now I'm like I don't know if universe, the word itself, but like something.
I believe in something. Like I don't know, where are these things coming from? Like
What things?
most specifically, like art.
Art.
Yeah. Again, I just have to relate it to music because that's the only one I know. But
Yeah,
like,
that's okay.
Where is that melody coming from? What is it that makes me go boom 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 boom, or
Yeah.
something like that? I don't know. There is something.
Yeah.
There's something that we're not seeing
Yeah.
here. Not to get too hippie, but
No. Honestly, and I love getting too hippie because
Yeah.
I think like, and that's the other thing as well. It's funny that you say that because I feel we are so scared sometimes of literally saying what we believe in or what we sometimes feel right. I was so scared of like telling my family that I'm like, I believe in the universe, because they're all Catholic. I was like, what the fuck you talking about?
yeah,
Got no Jesus, bro.
yeah.
Got no Jesus in the universe. I gotta believe fucking Jesus. I'm like, yeah, but Jesus, I'm sorry, can't. They're
Yeah.
like, no, but fucking Jesus. You know, I'm like, no, I don't. You know,
Yeah.
so that's all. I feel like, do you feel like that sometimes, like not being able to express, for example, your belief or whatever it feels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you need sometimes you just need to have people that you can trust,
Yeah.
so you can be yourself and tell them what you think, because
Yeah.
some people don't know how to handle certain things.
Mm.
Like I remember when I was younger, and I had a friend who was in a really bad mood, like in a very bad place,
Yeah.
depressed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh shit, that's
yeah,
that's one of those. Yeah.
who was talking to me, and like I knew something was going on, but then he told me that he wasn't how he was feeling,
Yeah.
and I was young, I was a kid, and I didn't know how to handle that. Like
Yeah.
it was too much.
For you to handle that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like I just didn't know what to do. Like I wanted to be there for him, but at the same time I was like almost scared. Like
Yeah.
what do I do here?
Yeah.
So I remember. So from that point on, going back to your question, like, are you scared to tell people what you believe? I think of that guy. Like, what if I tell somebody what I think and they don't know how to handle it? You know what I mean? So yeah, but
Scared of how it's gonna affect them, or scared of how they're gonna think about you.
both maybe.
Both.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even though IDGAF,
IDGF.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's still
Absolutely, and that's care for humanity, and that's
Yeah.
beautiful. You know.
Yeah.
I feel this, but why I ask those questions, because I feel like, especially just because I want to know as a person, because it's definitely like the art, and I feel like I don't know if I feel that it's separate. Do you feel it's separated, or if it's the same thing? I'm Emir, artistic Emir, who channels whatever those harmonies are to this beautiful world that we have, or you feel like. And then there's the Amir that it is the Amir that I'm talking here to, or you think it's just one person?
That's an interesting question. I think we are just the sum of all the people that we are. So there's the musician version of me. There's me here with you. There's me with my parents. There's me at work.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, maybe I don't know if you feel the same way. Like you might ask yourself, who am I really?
Yeah.
Because I'm this person here. I'm that way with these people.
Yeah.
And but what I realized recently was just like I'm all of those people. I don't have to be just one. I don't need to pick. I'm that person.
Yeah.
I'm all of these people.
Wow.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
And I funny because I think I somehow asked that to a friend or something, which I think I did a podcast with. Yeah, in the podcast with him, a good friend of mine, Sammy. Shout out to him. He's a good friend of mine, and has his podcast, The Proficients or something like that.
Awesome.
And we talk about that, and then he gave me exactly the same answer. He's also like into he acts and he has his podcast. He's one of those artistic minds as well. And he said that like he put it in a very good way. I'm definitely gonna butcher now, but like pretty much how you said, just like in different things, I am a different person because of circumstances.
Yeah, there's that.
You can't be Gustavo with Emir with your dad, because your dad be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
About universe.
Yeah.
You gotta make money and shut the fuck up. You gotta make money and shut the fuck up, because you gotta feed your family, and you gotta fucking get out there and fucking do your thing.
Yeah.
But I feel because of that, because there's due to certain circumstances, and also I feel like I think like circumstances makes
Definitely.
you be whatever you are.
Yeah.
And under those circumstances,
that's why it's so important that it's important to have people in your life who you can talk to about things with. Like with you, I know I can talk about these things that we've been talking about the last 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't maybe have that exact same conversation with this friend, but I can have some other conversation with him that I can't hear. And like, it's so important to have different people in your life so you can get that satisfaction.
Let's go, Lord, wherever you are. Now, man.
I've started to really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's important.
And also be able to accept that. Because I feel sometimes we don't accept that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, this friend of mine doesn't get me.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
This other friend of mine, this female friend of mine, she doesn't get me.
Yeah.
She's a bitch. Like, whoa, hold on a second, bro. Like, 'cause people have a different...
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we have this kind of like... I'd have that sometimes. And I'm like, this person doesn't get me.
Yes.
you know, but like they don't get me because they think different. They're complete different human.
Yeah.
They have a complete different, you know.
It took me a while to realize that, because when I
Yeah.
was younger, I would talk to people about things and I would just ask myself, why aren't they as excited as I am about this? Or
Mm,
and I would try to force a certain relationship with somebody.
mm,
But now I'm just like, no, we're different in some
yeah.
ways.
Yeah, man.
I'll have to have that conversation with somebody else.
Yeah. And it's back to what we said about your music. Like, I love it, but I don't know if like I'm gonna love it completely. You know, like it's just because it's the same about once you see my art. It's just like it's what I think. Like it comes down to just like accepting. Sometimes
Yes.
we have a hard time of accepting things. I have.
We do. We do.
I have.
I have
you know.
two.
You have it too, huh?
I have two.
In what like in what way would you say that you have more like resistant towards it?
I'd say like once I get into something,
Yeah.
I go in like 100%. I'm very like
Yeah.
passionate and driven, and if it doesn't go my way, I feel like sometimes when I look back at things that I've done, it's like I should have let that go earlier, and try not to push too hard. Like
The art or someone or
it could be it doesn't have to be
anything.
art. It could be
Got it.
like somebody, a girl I saw, and maybe that person
Yeah.
wanted to break up or something, and then I would be like, no, let's
yeah.
like
Let's try to make this thing
let's try
work.
let's try this, let's try that, instead of
Yeah.
just being like, man, it's just not
Let's buy
gonna,
a dog.
yeah, that's
Right?
the dog.
I don't know. Like something like let's buy a dog.
Yeah,
It's gonna
oh
fit.
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people
yeah,
doing that.
let's get a dog, or
You know what I mean?
let's go on vacation or
Yeah.
something. But more come to
yeah.
terms with like it's just maybe not the right fit in this situation.
Yeah. That brings me to think as well how difficult how hard it is for us to also let it go, man.
Yeah. And I think it's the mistake we make is that we think it's something with us, has to do with us.
Yeah. Always or sometimes others, I
or
would
with
say.
others. Goes
Yeah.
both ways.
Right?
Either I'm liking something or that person is liking something.
Yeah.
How about maybe it's just not a good match?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. It's so weird that how like I think it goes back to that why. It's a full motherfucking circle.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like we're trying to understand why, you know, and to find that why, it's just like if we find some sort of answer that make us feel comfortable, here you go, why? You have that.
Yeah.
That's why I feel this way.
Yeah.
That's why I suck. That's why I'm shit. That's why I'm good now. You know, so it's like it's always like we are trying to kind of like have this I literally right now don't know what I was saying, but yeah,
That's all
I
right,
literally
that's all right.
just slipped my mind at the point I was making, and I'm not gonna
Happens.
force it because it doesn't matter, you
Doesn't
know.
matter.
But I feel like we just have to kind of love each other more, you know.
Yeah.
Spread that smile. Come if you're in Stockholm, just come to someone and say hello.
We need it.
Just say
especially
that.
here.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just say hello to somebody. If you don't know how to say in Swedish, say in English. Hello. Everyone
Yeah.
speaks English over. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's just so, I don't know, man. It's just there's this thing of me that's just like that search, you know. And I think it's just every Gustavo. There's a Gustavo with Emir, Gustavo with the dad, the Gustavo with the, you know, with the artistic people, and there's always like looking for that. And I think that's why sometimes it's so difficult to classify or to put me in a box and say like, how do I do it or how I am, because it's just so much, and there's so much of everything.
I know. It's a complicated
It's
question.
and we are complicated.
We
and,
are complicated.
and I'm okay with that. But it's just I want to get into something that you mentioned over there that it triggered me to think about. How do you choose people to collaborate with?
Oh. Yeah, okay, so that's interesting because I don't collaborate so much
Okay.
with people.
So you did all by yourself, that music?
This I did by myself.
Everything?
Yeah.
All the instruments?
Yeah.
Who played the drums?
No, except the drums. The drums I found some drum loops.
Oh, you use a drum loop on that?
Yeah, I
Wow,
use
you
a drum
tricked
loop.
me like a
Yeah.
fucking
But all the others
Filou?
the other instruments I played, but I don't collaborate so
in
much
French.
when it comes to making art. Has always been sort of a I don't want to say lonely experience, but
Yeah.
more
I'm
like
just gonna stop for a sec. I said filou, and that's trickster in French. Anyways, it's just because I didn't want that to skip. But yeah, sorry,
Okay,
carry
I
on.
did not. Yeah, it's always been a very individual experience for me.
Yeah.
So I have a band, and I played with Richard there, and some
Yeah.
other people, guys and girls,
Yeah.
and like when I'm in that setting, it's all about chemistry for me.
With the people that you want to
Mm.
be surrounded with.
It's not so much the skill; it's about are we having a good time together.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Let's go.
That's most important to me.
And how do you deal with loneliness?
How I deal with it
Yeah.
in terms of art or just in general loneliness.
In art.
Yeah.
Or in general, whatever you want to share with. Like, how do you?
Yeah.
Because like for example, creating is a lonely process.
It is.
Mm.
I don't know. Because sometimes it can be rewarding to just sit there, be by yourself and do it, and sometimes it can actually feel very lonely.
Yeah.
But when I feel that way, like I said earlier, I just disconnect.
You disconnect.
I just do something completely different that doesn't have anything to do with what I was doing, and just go for a walk, call somebody.
Yeah.
Seinfeld again.
Yeah.
Another episode of Seinfeld.
In general, how do you deal with that?
How do I deal with it?
Yeah. That was yours. In general, how do you?
Yeah. That's how I do.
That's how you do it. Just like in general.
In general.
Yeah.
In general.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's interesting how people look at you and what idea they have of you. Because I've had people tell me that, oh, you're always up to something. You're always so busy. You're always meeting with people.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the opposite. I'm mostly by myself.
Wow. Yeah. Your perception, not your perception, the perception of people on you is just so different of what you actually are, isn't it?
Does it happen to you too? That people sometimes have the
wrong
idea of who you are?
Jesus Christ, everyone thinks I'm a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, I am fucking crazy, but like, okay, all right, you guys are right. All right. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking, but like, I feel like definitely there's like, especially when I'm in a position as a director, I feel like there's this barrier called the director that kind of like kind of put me in a position that I don't really want to be. So I think my job sometimes is not to be the director, but not to be the director. Because like that, I'm able to connect with my actors.
Yeah.
Because in the end, the same thing that you said, I want to connect with the people that I share the experience with.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the room, locked in the room with someone that I can't say like, oh, how you doing today?
You want to have fun.
Right?
That's
what's the purpose of like having this conversation, not be able to talk a little?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta like just gotta be able to be free, man. If there's not freedom, there's no art. I feel.
And that's why chemistry is important, because when you have chemistry, you feel free.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, if I'm gonna collaborate with somebody, it needs to be somebody who I can go and have a beer with too. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just shoot the shit. Yeah.
You've mentioned many times like and it goes back to like when you're saying like showing it to me, and it warms my heart to hear, because I somehow, not because I know you as a friend, but because I don't know what it is, but I care for you in a way that's just like once not knowing that I care for you, and that's what's so interesting, because it's like it's not me consciously I gotta care for him.
Yeah.
But like for example, when you say like, oh yeah, sit down with my my other friends who play music, and then we just jam for hours, and then we don't know what it is, and I'm like, oh man, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just like being able to to connect in that level is just something that every artist knows how it feels. If they collaborate, So I think that's why sometimes for me, and I got into talking about being lonely and loneliness, because for me the process, it's needed, but at the same time it's like, and it shouldn't be looked at as something like bad.
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Darc, which is like is a French filmmaker, he said something like I think I wrote it over there. He says, and I love that quote, he says, I'm going to translate, right? Because I speak French, which I don't. I hate it in there. Yeah. Tu parles français aussi?
Un peu.
Ok, super. He says, la solitude n'est pas l'isolement. On est toujours dans un nom. Il y a les autres on the soi. So basically, he's saying like this, the solitude, it's not the isolation. We are always true in one.
Mm.
There's always another's in oneself.
Oh.
You know, so that he hit me hard because for me, like it can be a little bit tricky
Yeah.
of like writing, and you know, unless I'm lost in it.
Mhm.
If I'm not lost in it, I hear this hard. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see people, and that's when like you know,
Yeah. So is that what you because take something like music, it can be an individual process if you're somebody like me, but it could also be very collaborative.
yeah,
Like you're right together with people. But
yeah,
I would imagine, because I know that you write your stuff by yourself.
yeah.
What do you then do once you start to feel that loneliness in the process? How do
Of
you?
writing, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bec-
for me, because for me it's like, and that's the thing as well. I'm trying to collaborate, but I haven't found yet someone with a voice that I'm like willing to collaborate with. I have, but usually those people that I know, for example, friends of mine, they always have something going on, and then we don't find the right time to collaborate. And most of my life I have a lot of like lonely wolves, including myself, you
Yeah.
know. And I think I'm somehow like a lonely wolf, but I am willing to collaborate.
Yeah.
But writing, I think I haven't done yet because I've been in the path of letting go my ego.
Mm.
Because before I think it was like ego thing. I had to write it because my name is gonna be there. That I've written it. And it's me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Yug.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think it's like now that I'm in this process of like letting go, I think I'm gonna get there somehow. But for me, it's just like when I feel lonely, so answering your question, it's like I think I do the same thing, you know, like I just, and also remind myself, because if I'm that mindset, I can't really be creative, right?
No.
I remind myself of Jean-Luc Darc's quote. I remind myself that it's just like, it's not being lonely. It's like my insecurities kind of kicking in and being like, whoa, what are we doing, huh?
So
We're
it's
feeling
like
lonely.
It's about being aware that that's not you. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
feel
not
this way.
true.
You feel this way at the moment, but that's not who you are.
And that's not true. I mean, like, how many people in my life that loves me?
Yeah.
How many people that I can literally call right now that will be like, they'll be smiling and be like, oh man, thank you for calling. Like I called you the other day. I'm like, oh man, thank you so much for calling me. And that made my fucking day because I'm like, first I got that and I got to have you here today. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just not letting it hit you hard. You know, if you let it hit it hard, like I hit hard on when I dance, it gets you, bro. If you let it hump you the way that I hump life, bro, you so lost because bro, when you let it shake those hips and then you kind of get lost on it, you're lost, bro. But yeah, I think that you know, just like letting yourself, just letting yourself somehow like listen to the thought and also like not very much listen to it. Step back at it and look at it instead of just listening, you know?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I think it's important to realize that you are not those things that you feel at that moment. Yeah. You might be feeling worthless or you might feel like you suck. And it's just important to think that that's what you think in a way at the moment.
Yeah.
But don't mistake that for you as a whole.
Absolutely. What about that? Like when you feel that you suck, which is not true. Yeah. You just go like, fuck this, and then you go Seinfeld, or you just kind of like hit it. Because for me, sometimes like when I'm asking this, I'll just. It feels like shit for sometimes, you know, like when I don't write something that I feel it's not, you know, like
100%. It feels very seriously bad.
Yeah.
Very seriously bad.
I love the fact that I said very seriously.
Yeah, but I wanted to say very seriously.
Seriously bad, yeah.
Like, no, but seriously, some people might be like, why are you so down? It's just like, what, you're just writing some music and you didn't like it. Why are you so down? It's, I don't know, it just hits deep.
Yeah.
It hits deep. And it can spiral and get a little bit out of control. It can put me in a bad mood for a day or a couple of days even. I don't know why that is. Yeah. But it feels very important. Like if I fuck up something at work, I don't give a shit. But if I fuck up this, if I feel like my music sucks, that fucks me up.
Yeah. I was in a movie with this person that I knew back in Paris, and he was a great artist.
Yeah.
And one of in the movie, one of his characters says, the character he wrote says, you will love art, but it will never love you back.
Oh,
You know, you
that's
love
a good
it,
quote.
right?
I'm hearing some good quotes today.
Yeah, and
That's so
funny enough,
true.
I'll tell you afterwards about this person. The person has a similar sounding name as you do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I almost threw it out there, but like, yeah. So,
Okay, cool.
because this is like a long story, and then it's also like very personal. I don't want to like put,
Sure.
put that person on the spot.
Of course.
But again, I think it's an incredible quote because sometimes I feel like I love art so much, bro.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I want to hug it sometimes, make a little love, hit it from the back. If it allows me to, it's all about consent in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes when it doesn't love me back, I'm like,
It's gonna cheat on you.
oh yeah,
It's gonna treat you bad.
hard. You
Yeah.
know, so I feel like sometimes it's like also that not taking it so serious. I guess
Yeah.
like a good way to look at it.
That and realizing it's the process.
It's a
It's
process
the process.
that matters.
Yes, it's a roller coaster. There will be times where you feel really excited and happy in the process, and there will be times where you feel like shit and worthless. So I think that really helps me
Yeah.
because now when I feel that way, I'm just like, oh, I'm in this part right now.
Yeah.
I'm in the part where everything sucks.
Yeah.
But that's normal. That's art. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That helps me.
Oh man. Is there something that you wanna? Because I'm like literally. I just wanna say that I appreciate you, and I don't know for how long we'll be rocking this,
I appreciate
which doesn't
I have
matter.
no idea what time it is.
Yeah.
I lose sense of time and space.
Yeah.
But it's been such a good conversation. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And it's just first of all, I just wanna again thank you for being here, for doing this, being my first guest, man.
Yeah. Thank you for
You know.
letting me be your first guest.
Absolutely. I'm very glad I had you because I feel like we both it just led to it, and I'm glad that you are here today in my little home slash studio.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm very grateful for you as an artist, and I'm just glad to have you at this moment in this life with me, being able to share this beautiful thing that we call art, or we call
Amazing, man.
creation or whatever. So so thank you so much for
Thank you.
being here.
Thank
Something that you wanna put out there from your art, whatever you wanna.
My plug.
Yeah,
No, I'm
plug
good.
in
I'm good.
something.
I'm just happy that we got to have this conversation. I appreciate you, and I'm excited to see where you take this next.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to some other people too.
Yeah,
Just been a great conversation, and I
Yeah.
appreciate what you do. When I have people like you around, I feel less lonely.
appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you so
Yeah.
much, man. Thank you. That's
Facts.
I actually want to give you a hug.
All right, let's go with that.
I appreciate you, brother.
You got it.
Yeah, man. No,
got it.
I really do. That's
You know
just
what I
like a
mean.
beautiful.
You know what I mean with
I
that.
absolutely do, and that's why I wanted to hug you, because it's not because it touches me. It's because you're being true, and also like I share the same. It's mutual, and and in the end, I think that's what makes me sit down and write, and makes me want to sit down with you and talk, because if we don't do that, we're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
If I don't come up to you and be like, Emir, what's in your mind today?
Yeah.
If I don't do that, I might not be able to write the greatest line I've ever fucking wrote, or
Yeah.
whatever definition of a great line is,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we give to each other
Yeah.
so much without even knowing,
Yeah.
and that's what matters in the end. It's that love for each
Definitely,
other, So, yeah, man, just thank you so much, guys. Please check it out. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, to be
I have
honest,
no
because
idea
the
either.
first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. Go with
But
the
I'll
flow.
manage somehow to kind of like put your stuff out there that people can see, especially that music, because I want to see it.
All right.
And yeah, so go check it out. His podcast, the 43 podcast, right?
The 43 podcast. Yep.
Yeah, and go check his music. And yeah, I don't even know how to end this, which is exciting.
Yeah. Well, I think
And
just say the end, like
the
in the
end.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so
Same,
much, brother.
same.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, guys. See you guys next time.